This is hydrogen tap. What you're looking at here is one of my experiments in the lab. I've had a number of emails asking me if I'm still pursuing the Myers idea. And the answer, of course, is yes. I've never put it down. And if you look at the focus cell that I've been working with, you can go to hydrogentap.com and see that what I'm working with is that cell, and the way it's made is using the neutral plates. The neutral plates, in effect, what they are is the Myers system. The neutral plates are capacitors for all practical purposes. And while I've been using them not knowing exactly what's going on, I'm beginning to realize that the neutral plates are capacitors in this state. What you're looking at here are two stainless steel plates in my distilled water that I use. The voltage is 23 volts at 0.05 amps. What's happening is you've got a separation of water molecule by having two charges on each plate. I should rephrase that. By having two charges, a positive and negative, with a pulse going through it. Whenever you have two charges, a positive and negative on each side, in effect what you're doing is separating the molecule. I've seen a number of people explaining it by having a discharge going through the water. I don't believe that's what it is. It could be, but in this case we're seeing it without a discharge. There was a time I would go along with that discharge theory, meaning that you get a event after you charge the two plates up. Eventually you get a discharge in the water. I don't believe that's it, and I believe the proof is right here. There's no electrolyte in this water. This is essentially breaking down the molecule by having two separate charges. Granted, there isn't much going on, but the fact that there is something means we're on the right track. Anyway, the voltage that I'm using is very, very low. What I'm getting ready to do is set up my lab and bring the voltage much, much higher. And hopefully, with that effect, we're going to see a tremendous amount of hydrogen break free. Again, this is about 23 volts at 0.05, and we're pulsing the circuit. So with the focus cell, the way it's set up, with the quote neutral plates, together with this, I believe we're going to see quite a combination of hydrogen put out at very, very low amperage, if you're going to call it amperage at all. Again, if you want to write me at johnaarons@hydrogentap.com, you're welcome to do that. I answer almost every piece of mail. The only mail I don't answer is mail that the language is that which I don't like using. I'm into the science. If you want to speak to me, lower your voice. Again, if you want to write me at johnaarons@hydrogentap.com, like I say, I answer just about every piece of email I get. I get around 5 emails an hour, and what I do is I circulate around the computer about once an hour or twice every 2 hours and answer email and go back to work.